something you mentioned before is you're in dance and you're able to now utilize that energy, that feel of dance to also help your clients become better leaders too. How does that work? Because it's usually two separate things. So how do you make dance something that allows people to increase their performance into careers?
Yes. First of all, leaders need to have leadership presence. Yes, or sometimes they call it executive presence, leader presence, business presence. And that's really has changed my posture, first of all. Okay, because my posture was much poorer when I did not dance. And I don't even dance as much right now. However, I do dance a few times a week, and it just has changed how I show up. But it also helps us with understanding energy better. How does our energy work, right? So I do both dancing by myself and partner dancing. And in partner dance, I have been known as a great follower. Why is that? Well, because it's easy for me to pick up those little cues of my dance partners. Those signs, your body is emitting, and that happens not just through the body itself, but through the energy. It's all connected, of course. It's not separate, right? Um, and it's not just about this, about rhythm, about steps, about whatever, right? Or about movement. It's also about the intention we are bringing to the dance, about the energy we are bringing to the dance. Because if somebody is not centered in their energy and in their intention, it doesn't feel safe to dance with them. And I don't understand them, because dance is all about nonverbal communication. We're not talking to each other while we're dancing. So we need to communicate on a different level. And if you are not communicating with me through clear intention as a leader in dance, then I cannot follow you. So that's the leader-follower concept, right? The dynamics. So intention is important. Transparency, right? Energy. Your energy flows into everything you think, you say, and you do.
Mhm.
So from your thoughts to your behavior into anything, everything. So that is also something that leaders need to consider and be aware of. We can optimize our energy before we walk into a negotiation, into a team meeting, whatever it is for everybody. And then, of course, there are many other leadership and business lessons that dance has taught me, and I've written about those in articles, also in my LinkedIn newsletter, in my career growth strategies newsletter, for example. There's another thing, like, how do you use your space in dance, right? How do you use your space at work, on the stage of work, and or on the dance floor of work? How do you rely on others in your team, like in a dance ensemble? Ensemble means together, right? So in a dance ensemble, how do we interact with each other? How do we support each other? How do we make sure that nobody's hurt? When sometimes we do crazy stuff. I did that in the past. Like in Brazil, I did samba de gafieira. We sometimes did turns in the air, and I had to rely on my dance partner to catch me.
Uh-huh.
It's sometimes not necessarily a life or death, but it's a sometimes an interesting dynamic that you have to really trust the people you dance with or you work with.
Before I get there, give me a number from 1 to 4.
3.
1, 2, 3. So Kit Kat bar. So how is success like a Kit Kat bar? Using
It
Kit
has
Kat
two
as a
sides.
okay,
It
go.
has two sides because it has yeah, it has two sides. Just like your distinctive uniqueness has two sides. It has the shadow and the sunny side.
Nicely done. So that's how success is like a Kit Kat bar.